friends, this is Lisa from the Cherry on Top at Creative Design Studio. Today I'm bringing you our second Printables Mockup. Over here to the right you can see I have all of the layers. They are not simplified, so they should work as smart objects. And this is of course a PSD format. I have chosen a more natural color background so that perhaps it will match a little bit more with whatever it is you want to show off. There's the two different colors that you can see. If you want to switch them off or switch them on, that's what you can do. Over here, I'll put these invisible so you can see the different layers. They are all merged, so you won't be able to take anything out and move it all around. See, so you can get rid of some. Maybe you don't want those little pieces. You can get rid of those. Of course, you can get rid of everything. Maybe only you want plants. The printer is on its own, and it is cropped, so you won't be able to. Maybe you want it just like that. And then you could get rid of this layer too if you want. That's an extra little layer I put in just to make it even more simple and easy. You can see how you can do that. Another option you can do is tweak shadows. You can add a little bit more shadow if you like. Go down to your effects, and there are some shadows. See, you can make them more intense. Let me go ahead and do something that's a little more obvious. See, you can darken and intensify your shadows if you like. Very, very simply. That's one other way that you can adjust the template. Another thing you can do is you can slightly adjust the hue saturation and of course the levels if you want it darker or lighter. See, in that way, look, now I have kind of a fall look. You see, everything will go at the same time, unless you crop it, of course. But you could totally change the colors if you'd like. If you don't like our colors, it might not come out exactly the way you like it, but that's another thing that you can do. Another way you can play with this is add other pieces. Maybe you want to add this. I thought this one was kind of fun. Let me bring it to the front, make it a little smaller. And you could show off your printable that way. Maybe you have to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then you could add extra shadows to that if you want. So it's absolutely no problem to add in more elements. Let me show you my example, how I used it. Voila. All of these are just added. I added this extra little preview here to my tablet, so I had a nice image on the tablet. Over here, I cropped in the little buttons over here, and this template as well. And actually, you're going to get all this with the mock-up as well. You'll get these little templates too, if you want to make your own little inchy things here to make keychains or whatnot. I also have a little layer here too. If you wanted to write something or put a printed or design paper there, you can do that as well. Let's go back to the template and I'll show you how you can add some other things, like how I added that. How I added the flares or the keychains or the buttons, whatever you want to call them, wherever you live, wherever that may be. You can fit it so it fits right in there nicely. There we go, see? That's it. So simple, right? And then I'll click here and you can see the layer is for that. And this is how you can get an image there. You could do a photo. You know what I sometimes do is create a clipping mask, and then you can get it to fit really nice and easy. Sometimes what I do is I do a screenshot in the tablet. I think it looks really cool when you do a screenshot. And of course you can make it just the way you want it. So big or small or left or right. Maybe you want it more over that way. Totally up to you. So really simple, right? And then you can add in a couple extra pieces. I always like to leave a nice space so that you have room to add a couple of other things to or around. And what's neat about this mock-up is because it's in layers, you have so much more freedom to do more. You could put it on top, you could put it on the bottom, and you don't always have that option, but here you do. And then to make it more realistic, you go ahead and you add a couple of shadows in there, however you want. And that's one of the many ways, or several ways, that you can use our super versatile Printables Mockup. Don't forget, we've got other mockups too in the shop that you can check out. I try to make them as easy to use as possible. Thanks so much for checking out the Cherry. Happy designing!